Hey, fourth grade, we're going to look at theme again today. And just a reminder, the theme is the message or the moral or the lesson in the story. Sometimes when you are finding the theme or learning about the theme of a story, it's stated. The author comes right out and kind of tells you what that is. And sometimes it's just implied. Sometimes you have to figure out what the theme of the story is. Just as a review, a quick review, some of the common themes that you might find in a book are friendship, compassion, never give up, be responsible, courage, acceptance, respect, kindness, honesty, perseverance. Normally you have to ask, what did the character learn in the story that you read? So today we're going to look at just a few books that we have already read. One is White Socks Only. The other is Thank You, Mr. Fulker. Another thing that can help us determine the theme is understanding why the author chose to write the book. So the author of White Socks Only chose to write the book to give us information and to let us know how things were during this period of time. Throughout the book, people are telling the little girl that she shouldn't be where she is because it says whites only. In the end, she thinks that it means just white socks only, so she takes off her shoes and has her white socks on. This is a story, and the message in this story is a message of acceptance. Because at the end of the story, a character comes up and sits right next to her and makes it so that it's not an issue that she's sitting where she is. And it teaches other people around her to accept everyone involved. The theme of the book, Thank You, Mr. Fulker, is believe in yourself. Throughout the book, Trisha had a hard time reading, and she tried several different things, but she always felt like she wasn't good enough until Mr. Fulker came along and kind of helped her use pictures to believe in herself and to learn how to read. So never give up and believe in yourself is the theme of this story. Thank you, Mr. Fulker. Now you're going to apply what you've learned about theme by reading a passage and determining the theme from the book. You should have some evidence from the book that supports your understanding of the theme. You should have a reason why you picked that as the theme of your story. There's a checklist that might be helpful as you move on to trying to find the theme yourself. You should think about, I have thought about the plot and the characters and use this to help me determine the theme of my story. So you should have this. This should help you. Also, the theme of this story is a real life lesson. Is it something that you can learn from? The theme I have chosen is not a summary of the story. So the theme of your story shouldn't just be a summary of the story, but something very specific, like a word or a small phrase. I have included details from the story to support my theme. That's important. In order for your theme to make sense, you need to have details from the story to support your thinking.